Hey guys, I just want to take a quick second to let everybody know that the image that you're going to see starting this episode on Cerebral Stick Up was made by Matt Valdez, who's actually one of the people that I'm interviewing on this episode. He did a marvelous job with creativity and really capturing the whole um, aura of this podcast. So I just want to give a big thanks to him. Hey friends, how's everyone doing? Today we got a great treat for you. We have two amazing individuals. You know those times that you look at a TV, you see some people that are just falling on hard times in other places, and you think to yourself, man, I wish I could help some of those people. But then you turn off the TV or go to another channel thinking there's no way that I can. Well, these two wonderful people decided that yes, they are going to help somebody. They created an idea and then drove that idea home. Now they're able to help immigrants who migrate to the United States. And self sacrificing would not be a bad word to use to describe these two wonderful people because they use their resources, their time, and everything to help others. Please welcome to the show Matt and Tuyet.
So, guys, thank you for coming in to the show. Appreciate it. You look super timid.
Hi.
So, yeah, is it not low enough for you? There you go. Yeah, it's much better. Good call. Good call. Yeah, try to speak into the mic as best as you can. So, I got it. She's dying over here.
This is my first podcast.
It's okay. It's alright.
Okay.
It's alright. It's alright. No worries.
I'll jump in there right
Yeah,
now.
for sure. For sure. You guys are here basically to talk about the company that you run with that helps refugees. Can you kind of talk about that? Like, what's your background, like ethnically?
Yes. So I was born in Vietnam.
It'll pick up your side. You don't have to speak like too much. Into it,
Oh, okay.
but,
I was born in Vietnam, and I came to America when I was about 4 years old because my grandfather fought in the Vietnam War, and we all came here through his with his documents and papers and stuff. So that's where I based the company off of. I had the idea to help refugees and immigrants because my family went through that story that an immigrants travel here to America for a better life, and I feel like majority of them are located in Nashville, and there's a lot of different organizations that they're in. And for this year, we chose to partner up with NICE, Nashville International Center of Empowerment.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, and they fund programs for childcare. They fund programs for healthcare also, and adults that wants to learn English because it's the main language here in America. And
Okay.
not everybody that comes to America as refugees and immigrants know the basic language.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, that happens all the time. Matt, what about you? What's your background?
Okay, so I'm Filipino, but I'm like 75, 25, Caucasian. My dad's half white, half Filipino. I'm full Filipino.
Okay.
My parents actually met in the Philippines because my dad likes to travel a lot and met my mom. My mom was a teacher, 6th grade.
In the Philippines?
Yeah. So, my mom had a student who was my dad's nephew,
Okay.
and that's how they met.
That's interesting. They met through him?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So were you born in here in the States?
I'm from Michigan.
Michigan.
Living in Nashville for like 7 years now.
Okay.
I love it.
What made you guys move to Nashville?
My job got transferred down here.
Okay.
So I moved during my junior year of high school.
Cool.
So it's such a change.
That's
I'm a city guy.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I moved to a place where it's like cow, like a bunch of trees. I'm
Yeah.
like, what is this?
Yeah, that's tough. Like I'm from the city myself because I was born in Ukraine and the former Soviet Union, and we were like dead in the city, and so like moving into areas that are like really urban or rural, I should say, and seeing stuff like that is kind of new. And I mean, Russia has its own a lot of rural areas, but we weren't around that, so I definitely like understand where you're coming from. So how did you guys meet?
Okay, so me and Tuyet met during college, a summer class. There's like another buddy of ours too. We all sat next to each other, and she's like, "Oh, you're the only Asian kid in this class. I'm gonna talk to you."
You're like, oh, you're Asian.
Yeah,
He's
he
Asian.
wanted my homework, you know.
I'm sure that's it.
So that's how we met and stuff like that. And then one day she was like, "Hey, there's a project I want to do. I don't know if you're up for it." I was like, "Okay." So she kept texting me. She's like, "Hey, I got this great idea about like helping out refugees and stuff. And, like, I want to do some charity stuff." I was like, "I'm down." So like, I guess like the official like meetup was in April, and she's like, "Yeah, I don't know what to name it and stuff like that. We got like so many different names and so many charities we want to do, but we want to do something local, you know, because we're a small company, we're a small business at the moment."
So at that point, you guys kind of started. When did it first inception like begin? Do you remember?
The launch date
was like May.
May.
It was,
May of what year? Last year?
no, this
This year.
This
Oh, this year.
year.
So you guys are
Yeah.
very
Brand
brand new. Yeah, fresh.
Yeah, we did it like last semester at college too, so it was crazy. You know, you got finals coming up, like stuff you gotta do, and then you got this small business you're trying to come up. So
It's got to be tough.
trying to do this and all that. So we took a lot of our time. We said like to our friends, we're like, "Hey, we can't hang out, we can't party with you. We gotta actually do something."
That's kind of impressive because you don't see that often. I mean, you'll see people do charities and things of that nature, but not at that age and not often like under such pressure from school and everything like that. Yeah.
You can blame her. That's our idea. She just came up and hey, you're a creative guy. I need your help.
Okay. So, what are your parts in the business itself? Like, do you guys split responsibilities? Do you kind of brainstorm all together? How does that work?
At first, we did split up our part. I was doing all like the legal documents, like starting the LLC, and it was a corporation at first, but then I switched it to an LLC because it's more flexible for both of our schedule. And I do the taxes and getting basically the company itself legally set up, and then he does like the website building, and then he does the design part of like our logo, and he does like he's more of like the creative person on that, and I'm more of like the document and the files and everything.
Sure.
Yeah, and planning events and stuff, communicating with like I guess vendors, hosts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So how does that like day in day out? How does that work? Is this something that happens like a few times a month that you guys like do these transactions with, or is this an everyday thing?
Is it like meetings or
like the business part of it?
What we sell is artisan made items from around the world. So artisan from Africa, artisan from Asia, Mexico. So we look through this website called Novica, and it was owned by National Geographic, and we had to fill out like an applications, and then we got approved. So that's each process to purchasing like handmade product from each country, because each company's is different, and it also gives back to the artisan by purchasing stuff like that, like handmade bags, handmade chopsticks, or like handmade bowls, stuff like that. Yeah, you can say they're like a third party.
I see.
Yeah, okay. So the product is made by the artisans, and it goes through that third party to get paid, and we pay the third party because like the currency,
right? The exchanges.
Yeah, exchanges.
So, with that being explained, back to the question that I had, how often do those purchases happen? Like, do you do once a month, once a week, once 6 months?
We actually purchase too much.
Okay.
Yeah, at the beginning of the launch, so now we're just liquidating.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, what's the plan from here? Just to continue going the way you're going, or is there like certain events or anything that you're involved in, anything like that? Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
What I'm asking.
So our upcoming event called Lights the Nation. Mm-hmm. Lights the Nation.
Right, we had this problem before. I kept thinking you said likes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why? Like the nation?
Lights,
no, lights. Like
flashlight.
Right, there you go.
So that's the biggest event that we are going this year because we had an event. What was it called? International Food Crowd.
Yeah.
We had that Plaza Mariachi. It was pretty big too, but I heard the it's hosted by Good Neighbor, and they hosted Tomato Fest, and that was a really big festival for them. So I'm expecting them to host something as big as Tomato Fest, like that event.
So this would be the first time that you're getting involved in an event like that?
No, we've been involved before, but this is like more of like a bigger event where the mayor's gonna be there, and like I don't know, people that are more important that possibly we might have a chance of sponsorship
I
will
see.
be there.
I see. So you're looking to get like sponsors that will help you to progress.
The whole projects,
Right.
like for example, our name to be able to one day to provide T-shirts for children in different countries, or like provide like a meal or two, or meals at all. Just being able to like sponsor that through our name.
Sure. So with these products that you guys are purchasing, is the part of that go to the immigrants, or how does that work?
So like our proceed for like every purchase would go to the organization we're with right now, which is NICE.
Okay.
So that will help them fund whatever they need to help with the teaching or education.
I see. So they're working with. So are they working with people in other countries, or are they working with people that are coming here from other countries? Coming here. So these people are already here,
Yeah.
and they need assistance.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what they do.
Does your family know about your business?
Yeah, they tend to laugh.
Okay.
Because in our culture, well, my culture, it's like the Vietnamese, they're always like aimed towards like doctors and higher status positions than just helping those needs. Yeah,
Sure.
they're all about money.
Yeah.
That's not what the company's about.
Right. Well, I imagine. What about you? I'm sorry. Do you not? What about your parents?
My parents love it.
Okay.
The idea is like giving back.
So his parents are much better. No, I'm
Because
kidding.
they're
I'm
half
kidding.
white, right?
The white parent. The white part loves them.
Well, like, see,
I'm kidding.
I'm
kidding.
not good. I live in a Christian household, so like it's always good to like give back.
Mm-hmm.
So like that upbringing, like it kind of
So they kind of understand that aspect of it. You also do like this is just the side, right? This is not how you guys support
This is
yourselves.
not full time. Yes,
Right.
this is a side. Side hustle.
Side hustle.
It's
There you
like
go.
a full-time thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes it does feel like
Stay up late just to like tweak stuff on like the website or like social media, or a product we trying to buy.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Or like taking each picture, like taking a picture of each product like, one by one, having it like choosing which photos, editing it, putting it
Well,
up.
that's fake.
So how does how do you judge your success? I guess do you know how much you're selling? Can you have numbers?
We can do like both ways. Yeah, like we see like the money coming in. Yeah, that's good. That means we can give more back, and then two, like people are hearing about it. It's like, oh, you're that company, and then we're like, when you guys started? And we're like, a couple months ago. Like, that's good. Like, when you guys graduate?
You need to go on Shark Tank or something.
Oh,
Get
that's
some-
scary.
Well, yeah, if you couldn't speak on a podcast, maybe get him doing all the talking. But yeah, I guess ideally you'd want to just get some big names involved in it, and they can help you move this thing forward.
Yeah, this really is about like getting connected to like the like the upper people who would willing to have like a heart to like give to what we're doing. I feel like, but it's hard finding people. It's hard finding sponsorship.
Can you pitch it? I know I made a joke about Shark Tank, but can you find somebody to pitch it to? Wealthy business people, anything like that?
That's what I always hear that, but I don't know how to.
How to go about
doing
that.
An idea and just be like, look at our products. Like these are
Right.
Earth Brown products.
So,
basically.
so I guess that's where the festivals and things of that nature come in. Are you willing to go to any kind of event? And the reason I say that is because I saw you mention something about Comic Con in Los Angeles, and like
Yeah.
we have stuff happening here. Would you like be willing, or does it specifically have to be for like events?
The Comic Con was for me personally.
Right.
Yeah. That was
Because you
me.
could. I mean, you could.
I
you
wonder
could.
if I can actually like merge those together. Like I don't
could.
know. I don't know if I could do that. So that's rare.
Right.
Yeah.
So the reason I say that is because I went to this was it Fan Fest last year in Nashville. There's another one coming up in January that I'm going to, and I think they have it at I can't remember, one of the buildings downtown, and it's strictly like a Comic-Con event, but there's booths set up, and most of them are having to do something with like, Marvel or DC or something like that, but not everything.
Yeah.
And then sometimes there's people just like
Vending.
selling their products, their
Okay.
drawings, their whatever. I mean, that's something that
Very
you could look
interesting.
into. Yeah, and it's local, so I don't know. This year is probably already passed, but
We have gone to like different type of vending event, like the farmers market. Like what
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
would sell at the farmers market, but I guess like bowls and chopsticks. And we
Right,
had
right.
coffees and teas too, so
right,
it kind of matches.
right.
There's what are the other events?
The one we did in L Street, something like that. Like the one in Nashville.
I forgot what it's called. It's like in East Nashville,
Okay.
I believe, and it was like to connect with the community. It's just basically any events we can get our hand on.
Sure. So I feel like maybe certain areas in Nashville would be better. Like you said, East Nashville. There's a lot of people that are.
Yeah.
Do any of you live in East Nashville?
No.
Okay. So like, there's a lot of like artsy hipster parties. So I figured like that would they would probably take well to that, So so yeah, I wanted to preface that asking you guys if you lived there before I start like saying stuff about it.
Look close.
Yeah. So your products only like those small items, or is there anything larger? Are you guys like thinking of diversifying any kind of products or anything like that, or just keeping it like that small artisan type of?
Eventually, I want to make the product as big as possible. Right now, we got like small items. Right now, the biggest thing we got is like what t-shirts right now.
T-shirts.
But like everyone's liking the accessory stuff. Like a lot of people buying the soap and the coffee. That's like the most popular item.
That's what I was going to ask you.
Yeah,
What's the
that's
most popular? Soap and coffee.
Because those are the most used.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get clean when you
Yeah,
drink
you're clean and
coffee.
you drink coffee in the morning.
There you go.
I was buying the soap because it's like not chemically made and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The stuff like
Where's the soap come from? Like, do you remember?
soap box.
The soap box, so if you buy a box of that soap, it goes towards children in need for sanitations in South America and also in Africa. So it's like
Cool.
buy one, get one, basically.
Awesome.
Someone in
Awesome.
But
Yeah.
I heard about Tom's.
Tom's like yeah.
You know, like
They
you
have
buy a shoe and they give you like that.
need.
Awesome.
That's a good idea for the South.
Awesome. So when you think about like the progression of this business, like what's your plan for like the next like 6 months to year? Do you have like an idea of where you guys want to be?
We want to get rid of the items, but like the ones that selling the most, we're gonna keep buying
Keep
more
reordering.
products and then keep selling it. And then I've been studying to see what's the hottest merchandise people been buying. Plus the holiday season's coming up, so that's gonna help us a lot. We want to change the products and like some of the stuff. It's not selling it off, and we
May not order the same products. Yeah, that's smart.
It's kind of like a gamble, I guess, when you first buy products. You just think that there's some customers that would buy it, and then there's customers you.
That's a big risk. So you're buying these products, but where's the, if you don't mind me asking, where's the money coming from? Out of your own pockets? And see, and that's something that's really commendable too, because you not only are you doing this, but then you're also using your own money to purchase these products. With there's obviously probably no profit. This is strictly they're strictly for So that's really cool. So like, are you guys gonna have any more partners? You think, or is it just gonna be the two of you? Because you mentioned there was somebody else involved.
Yeah, we have an intern right now.
An intern?
Yeah,
You guys have
we
an
like
intern?
to keep professional.
Nice. You got it.
He's actually he's our friend.
Mhm.
Basically, he's like, I like the idea. Let me help out. He would come out, help like organize, help sell.
He'll like volunteer at the booth and stuff.
It would be good for his resume too.
Yeah,
he's,
for sure.
He's in college still, and then he's like, hey, I did help out a small business. I was an intern, so it helps him out too.
Yeah. That's cool. Do you like if somebody wants to like help you guys? Do you have a way like to donate or anything like that, or is it just like how would they contact you if they wanted to assist?
Email.
Okay. So what's it?
Tuyet, TUYET at cultureloving.com.
That just email her that. Yeah, because
We
that's
also have a website there. I believe our email is on there also.
Yeah, it's on it right
Which is
now.
cultureloving.com.
yeah, what made you come up with that name? I know you started talking about coming up with the name, but I don't think you ever like finished it. So whose idea for the name was it?
Both, actually. I have in my notes too. We decided we had like 10 different names.
Yeah.
I didn't want to sound too cliche or cheesy or something. I was like, we're talking about like diversity, like the spread of it too. National's growing. It's gonna be.
Yeah. And also like the website, if you choose that name, it has to be that name and then .com. And some were taken, so we.
Yeah.
And it has to sound appealing too. I want to name it like the Blue Goat or something, Blue Cheese,
Right.
something like that. I want something to sound appealing, someone who like saying
Yeah.
it.
Well, that name kind of drew me in because like I said too, I saw your Instagram and then I saw that .com cultureloving.com. I was like, oh, what's that? Sounds, so it draws your curiosity, and then I went on to it and then emailed you about it. So yeah, that's cool. So you guys had any experiences that you can think of, like that memorable from starting this business? Anything that stands out to you?
Let's see. Going to like these boots vending event. It's like she keeps saying like, I don't think we're gonna sell and stuff.
I'm so negative.
You're such a pessimist.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't have any goals because I know it's gonna come at some point, So I didn't expect much. I don't like anything I do. I don't expect much. As long as I put in all the effort I do, it's gonna come eventually,
Mm-hmm.
So that day we actually sold like 13 items in like what 2 hours. I was really happy. I was like, dang.
Wow, that's.
And then you notice too which like what items being bought the most. So that's like another analytic.
Gives you statistics on that. Yeah.
It's just the fact we just came with like some cloth and a table and we just spread the items on the table and we're like, this looks shitty. Basically, sorry.
No, that's fine. It's fine. And and then people just started coming up and buying. Did anybody
pick up each one, shuffle through it?
There's a woman empowerment thing at Accident National, and we way in the back, and I was like, "There's no way someone's gonna come."
Yeah.
I was like, "We gotta do like a gimmick or something," because they like
you want balloons or something like that.
So that week was U.S. women's soccer team. They won.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, let me put that in the gimmick.
Mm-hmm.
Say shout. So I told them to say shout out to the U.S. women's team.
Mm-hmm.
We're the only one who said it, so like I guess people know. Like, oh, okay, they have to.
So how did you say it? What do you mean you said it? Like, did you write it somewhere? Did you put it on a billboard?
They gave us they gave us one card and they told us to write something.
So they can give us like a little shout out on stage.
I gotcha. So then people connected you with that phrase. And did you have anybody come back there?
Yeah.
Was that the same day? That was the day that you.
Day.
Okay, wow. So it must have done some good. There you go. It's a good thing you're not a pessimist.
Like,
I took my time too to like go around the other vendors to like show that I actually do care about the other people too. Just I don't want to be like, oh, we're here for a reason.
Yeah. I remember
it
was a big deal because afterwards there was a big discussion on like the pay the soccer team was receiving compared to the men. What do you think about that?
I think they should get paid the same. They get the same amount of views. It's not like the WNBA and the NBA.
yes.
So that was my off topic a little bit, but that was my like concern. I wasn't sure. So you're saying they do get the same views?
They get the same
Okay.
views, and like the number one selling jersey that whole month was the U.S.
Okay.
soccer.
Yeah. Well, then that changes things up for me because I initially thought it was like the WNBA compared to the NBA, where women got almost no views. So, but yeah, if they're getting the same views, then they should be getting, the same pay. Yeah, for sure.
Some of the players do too. They were talking about stuff like political stuff. I won't get into it, but they were saying stuff, and it was always going to be on the news.
Right.
I'm like,
they had a lot of draw.
Yeah.
Didn't get as much, but no money to show for
it.
it.
Ticket prices were crazy. They're like, it was the semifinals against France. Like the lowest ticket was $10,000.
Where did they play? Do you remember?
At like what was it? Like it was like this. I don't know if it was like the cup tournament. So I think they were playing Europe or something.
Okay.
And so I was like, that's crazy. 10 G's for like the lowest ticket.
Yeah.
Yet they're not even getting paid 10 G's.
Yeah, it gets crazy. I remember I went to, this was many years ago. How old are you guys?
I was 23.
Okay, so this is, how old are you? 96. Where was that?
I'm 0. I just came out.
I was still in.
Okay, I got you. Well, yeah, you guys went around, but there was an Olympics in Atlanta, and I went to it, and tickets were so expensive for anything that you wanted to watch. So, like, if you wanted to watch like basketball or something like that was like important or people cared about, it was so expensive. It was crazy. And it's like, so I ended up watching like field hockey that nobody really, I went into that. But
at least you went to the Olympics.
Yeah, I mean, it was cool. It was good. It was a cool
Olympics.
experience. For you, do you ever go back to Vietnam? Have you visited back there?
I actually have. I visited there about 4 years ago. Yeah, I got to see like.
This that first time?
Yeah, first time. Yeah, got to see like my mom's side of the family and also my dad's side. They're very different. My mom's side of the families are in the village, like in the country, and then my dad's side's like in the city. But it's the poverty level is like crazy, like nothing to compare. Because we visit a homeless shelter, and like homeless shelters here are actually a lot nicer. Like even though it's a homeless shelter, but people actually have it's comfortable. Like you have food every day, and you're not like starving or sleeping like 3 people on a bed. Like that's how it was in Vietnam. And it's just really sad, like seeing how people are like,
What made you go to a homeless shelter?
I don't know why, but it's just like it's always been in my heart to like try to help whenever I can, and I guess I just wanted to see how it's like there in Vietnam. Like even though I know like people are like always living in poverty, but I want to see like how it is that people are like why they're orphanage, like homeless shelters, that how they're holding up there, and it's
a lot of orphans in Vietnam.
There is, yeah. It's just we went and we like donated. We also volunteered to cook and stuff like that, and it was nice spending time with.
Is this something that you did with your family, or you did this
with my family actually? Yeah.
Okay, so that goes against what you were telling me earlier about them not laughing.
Yeah, it was with my family in Vietnam though. It wasn't like my mom or my brother. They actually just took me to go.
I got you.
Because I actually begged them. I was like, don't tell mom or dad. Let's just go. Because it's just with my cousins.
Sure.
Yeah, and they're like, you sure? I was like, yeah, I'll go. I want to see what it's like.
So you said that was what 4 years ago?
4 years ago.
So you think that had an impact on what you wanted to do with culture living?
Yeah, big time. Definitely, that was an eye-opening experience to start everything. What I wanted to like do, and like just being able to like volunteer more often when I come back to America, and then also like I took a trip with my college to Panama, and we did the same thing. We also like helped people that were in need.
How was Panama?
It was good. It was very humid.
Very humid?
Yeah, very humid. And it was like the local village that they wanted to start like a small business, and we were like, okay, what about like a chicken restaurant or something like that. Just like a small little project.
Excuse me. So the village there wanted to start a small business?
Yeah, they're called Curti, Panama. That's what it was.
Interesting.
And it's I actually went with this organization called Business Brigades, and they also have medical brigades. So like this is more like focusing on like how can they become more financially stable, like starting something.
Yeah, how successful are these things most of the time? Like, do you find that you go in and you don't really get, because it doesn't seem like there's a lot of movement, even though there's a lot of desire.
Yeah, I actually kept in contact with the person that like hosted our group, and he said that the villagers still asks about you, and that's
awesome.
Like really nice to like hear that. And I'm like,
after all this time.
Yeah, that was nice.
So Panama was when?
Panama was
how many years ago?
2 years ago, I would say, because it's my sophomore like junior year. Yeah.
Cool. What about you? You ever been back in the Philippines?
Yeah, actually recently.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
And, I haven't been back in like 10 years, so it was crazy. Because like last time I went.
So this isn't your first time going back. Okay.
So like 10 years ago, it was just like villages. Where my mom lives at. She lives in this place called Laguna. Not Laguna Beach, California.
Yeah, that's totally different than the Philippines. Yeah.
So yeah, it's like you saw hot houses or like houses, and then now it's just like built like skyscrapers and stuff, just like in Hong Kong. Even back in the '90s, it was just flat. Now it's just all built up, and I was just like, where is this coming from?
Yeah.
I'm guessing like other American businesses came and like employed all these Filipinos. I was like, this is cool.
That's awesome. It's crazy because like sometimes like when you hear of places, they like you immediately think that it's some kind of like low like level situation. So like when I heard of Singapore, like I must have had an idea of Singapore from 1700s because I took a look at Singapore now, and it is quite a city. It's like everything is up built. It's they're the most developed technology that you've ever seen. The car, it's unreal. And sometimes I think for people that live in the United States, even though I'm not originally from here, sometimes you don't like realize that there's places that are just so developed and that they're not in the United States. It's kind of like it throws you off. You speak Vietnamese?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Did you find that when you went back to Vietnam, do you still have the same level of fluency?
Definitely not. Like everybody's at level 10, and I'm like -2. But I thought I was pretty good. Like I was like, I can understand what they're saying because my family, they are from the South, but there's a mixture of not everybody from the South in the North and everybody from the North in the South. So they have like a really deep accent. So sometimes I do not understand what they're saying. So I guess I do understand, but sometimes it's hard with the accent. So and sometimes when I pronounce things, I think it's right, it's not correct.
Right.
And I've been trying to learn. Like it's hard. It's hard at an older age.
Right. And there's a fly here. It's like zoomed right on my eye. So yeah, I had this similar experience because like I speak Russian fluently, which I thought was fluently. I do, but then I went back towards that, towards Russia around the Baltic areas where they speak Russian, and my endings, like the endings of certain words, like weren't quite correct and things of that nature. So I was just curious. What about you? Do you speak just English only, or do you speak Filipino?
I can speak English, but I can't even
Well, we know that you speak.
I can't speak my language, which is Tagalog. That's the main language in the Philippines. But I actually don't speak English over there, so I didn't have a hard time communicating with people. But people who doesn't know English, I can they can talk back. They can talk to me. I can understand.
Is your mom speaking?
Yeah.
Yeah. So is so she didn't get a chance to teach you when you were younger. Missed out.
I feel like I live in a generation for me, I guess I'm like second generation. I'm guessing my parents a lot of people my age was Asian, I guess.
You guess.
Their parents don't really teach them.
Yeah.
It's all about English, but now it's cool. Even when I was growing up too, people would make fun of you if you spoke a different language. But now it's cool now. I have a sister younger than me. My sister's 9, and it's I want to learn how to do it. But when I was her age, I didn't want to learn it. So.
Yeah. No, that's true. Yeah, it's. I mean, even though I speak Russian and my family speaks Russian, my wife learned Russian actually. She's American, but she learned it once we got married. And even with all that, we still between my family, my mom, and all that, we still speak English. Do you guys? Well, I know you do, but do you do that at your home, or do you always speak Vietnamese?
It's a mixture. It depends.
Okay.
There's
So you go
some
back and
words
forth?
I don't know how to say, so I would. Well, my boyfriend, he's Caucasian, so of course when he's with us, we have to speak English with my grandma, or I'll just translate because my grandma's not that good.
Okay.
Anybody from my mom and up, they don't
Right.
know any English, or barely speak any English. So.
Well, there's a big Vietnamese community here. My neighbors right across are Vietnamese, and almost every other house is Vietnamese in this complex. Yeah.
They all have Lexuses.
Yeah, they all have Lexuses and very nice cars, and they also a lot of them work in nail shops. Yes, that's it. So, but they're very nice people. I love I'm a big fan of them. Yeah. I don't quite know a lot of. There's a guy over here that does a lot of walking.
Oh yeah, I love to walk.
Yeah, and man, he puts me to shame. But every time I see him, he's so nice, and I try to talk to him, and I get some bits and pieces, but we mostly just speak through body language. But yeah, he's a great guy. He also fought in the Vietnam War, so. But I imagine probably a lot of people from that age group.
Yeah. You should say "Ciao."
What does that mean?
Hello.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. They'll probably look at.
Well, we were colonized by Vietnam.
Yeah. Well, that's how the war started, right? Because they kicked the French out.
My
kicked the Americans.
Yeah, my grandpa's dad is half French. So.
Okay. Yeah.
So we were colonized somewhat up there.
Yeah. Very cool. Cool. So, anything else you guys want to add?
No, I just want to say I really appreciate that you invited us
Sure.
here. Our first podcast.
No problem. Yeah, and I mean, it's not a one and done thing. You guys are more than welcome to come back. We can talk about. We can talk about this, or we can talk about anything else. It's open to you guys whenever. The door's always open.
Okay,
so thank you again.